Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Love Shreveport Lagniappe. I'm your host, Corey Williams, and we are here today, as we've been since Monday, giving you some updates as relates to the transmission main valve water break here in our city. And of course, we've been committed to coming on daily to give you updates, give you some information, answer some questions if you have any questions pertaining to. And so today we are here, and we're going to be hearing shortly from our interim director of water and sewer, Mr. Brandon Sneed. He's going to come on and share during this time, and then we'll be sharing some more information right after as well. So again, we appreciate all of you for joining us, and we definitely want to remind each of you that on your screen is a list of our social media sites, okay, for the city of Shreveport. And the reason why we're doing this twofold, because we want to make sure you're connected to us on our sites, and then secondly, especially in times like these, and of course in general, we want to make sure you know that these are the sites to get your information from. All right. If you see information out there that is not congruent with the information on these particular sites, we are asking that you disregard that information. All right. Now, they may get the information from these sites, but you want to cross-reference and check to make sure that it's on these sites. If it's not on these sites, then that information may not be accurate. Okay. So again, these sites, if you're an Instagrammer, we've got our site verified with a blue check at Love Shreveport. Of course, there's even information for those that may not have social media, but they may have Comcast cable. Channel 6 is the channel to get information from as well. Even on Threads, if you are on Threads at Love Shreveport, it has a blue check there on Threads as well. Our website has information on it, which is www.shreveportla.gov. X has information on it as well. And of course, that is at Love Shreveport 1. Then those of you that are on Facebook with us right now, you know we've got a blue check, City of Shreveport Government, and then on YouTube, City of Shreveport LA. Do me a favor, if you don't mind, before we bring on Mr. Brandon Sneed, do me a favor, those of you that on Facebook, just click the share button so that others can get this information. And again, we've been committed to doing this daily, and we want to make sure that you all are a part of this. The city is a part of our daily updates. And then, of course, if you are on YouTube, do me a favor, grab the link and send it out as well, because these updates are important to us, and we want to get this information out to you. All right. So without further ado, we're going to bring up our interim director of water and sewer, Mr. Brandon Sneed. We're going to bring him on, and he is getting ready to share some information from his perspective and from his department. So this time, Mr. Brandon Sneed, are you with us?
I'm here.
All right. I think your video picture is not showing currently on the screen. So let's try this. Let's make sure we get you on so everyone can see. Thank you, Ms. Dominique Washington, for joining us, as well as Mr. Lyman McKellar is on with us as well. We're trying to get Mr. Sneed his picture so you guys can see him as well on the screen. We're working on that. While we are working on that, of course, we just want to remind you that that you can also today, started at 10 a.m., there's a water distribution sites that are out there. It started at 10 a.m. this morning. So if you need water, Shreve City parking lot, Old Brookshire's lot on Greenwood Road, the Louisiana State Fairgrounds, and Summer Grove Baptist Church. These sites have been a distribution site for water since 10 a.m. today. First come, first serve. So get there if you can, if you have not already been, and you can get some water. All right. For some reason, we can hear you, Mr. Brandon, but I don't think we can see you.
Yeah, camera's on my end. So
Yeah.
if I can help you, I would.
Absolutely. No worries. I'm going to just chat with you. All right. If you would, I'm going to give you the floor.
Do you want me to log out and come back in?
If you don't mind. If you
Yeah,
don't
go
mind.
ahead. I'll do that. Go ahead.
Okay. All right, we're going to get him on, y'all. And again, we apologize for the technical difficulties. But again, we're asking you also, please, if you can, conserve your water. All right. I want you to here's a list of things here as relates to conserving your water, running your dish washers and washers only when full, and use a water saving cycle. Delay laundry if possible to reduce demand. Turn off the tap while brushing your teeth or washing your dishes. Use a broom instead of a hose to clean sidewalks, driveways, patios, and limit outdoor watering, water only when needed. And of course, we're just asking this at this time. So again, we are in pursuit of helping all of our citizens. And there we go. We got Mr. Brandon Sneed on with us. Thank you, Mr. Brandon. Listen, we're in your hands. I'm gonna leave the floor wide open for you to share all information you need to share.
Sure, absolutely. First, I want to start with a couple of thank yous. Actually, I want to thank my media manager, Lyman McKellar, and the IT digital team. You guys have been amazing, keeping the information flowing and getting that information out to our citizens and the city is what's vitally important during times like this. So people know to go to trusted sites, to hear from us and to hear directly from us, not misinformation, but exactly what's going on. And we are doing everything we can to keep you up to date throughout the day with posts of what's going on, with pictures, kind of showing the public what we're doing, what's happening behind the scenes. Because a lot of times when people don't see it, they don't understand it. So it's very important. I'm a visual learner myself. So I like to see it so I better understand what it is the words are saying. And then also, I cannot go any further without thanking the amazing, incredible team of water and sewer employees. They are amazing every day, all day. And especially in times like these, their dedication, their compassion really shines. And I am beyond proud of them. Also, our amazing contracting group that we use throughout the city, other people that have called to help and offer assistance. Cannot say enough about the great people that support the city of Shreveport. And then I will go into a little background. As Corey said, first when we came on, we had a 42-inch transmission main. Now what that means is that transmission line is what's leaving the plant and it feeds a portion of the city. And that break happened right behind the plant at a 45-degree angle on that 42-inch pipe. And so that's where the break is. But through ingenuity and my team and the contractors' efforts, they were able to isolate that line. Thus, as you saw, late Monday evening and into early morning hours of Tuesday morning, we were able to restore pressure and the system has continued to stabilize throughout yesterday and even into last night. We do have a few areas, such as West Shreveport area, that has a lot of air in the lines. And what happens is anytime that a line goes void of water, air can get trapped in those lines. And then when you have air in those lines, it doesn't allow the water to move as freely as it needs to or wants to. And so what my team is doing actively and has been all morning, they're going to those areas and you may see them out there on hydrants, opening them up. We're bleeding that air off and that will allow that water to feed more freely, to allow that pressure to resume to normal in those areas. What we're reporting and seeing is that most areas around town are at normal pressure. Some areas a little lower than normal, as I just said. West Shreveport's one of them, and not all of West Shreveport, just some areas of West Shreveport. So we're working on that, not to mention, as Lyman has put out on our social media with the digital team, a lot of the parts are coming in a lot earlier than expected, which is always a great thing. So we're able to start work on a lot of this a lot sooner. So a lot of the temporary or the insurance plan, as I like to call it, as you see on the screen right now, was fused together, and it is getting ready to go into place. A lot of the main parts for the permanent repair have come in, and they will be starting on some of that work today. Again, it was vitally important to get water off that break so that the contractors could work efficiently and make that repair. That's very important in a situation like this on a concrete pipe, which that is a concrete pipe that actually had the break. Now we get a lot of questions. Why would a pipe break? Well, there's many factors that go into that. It's a magnitude, and I'm not even going to be able to list them all here. But the basics are: it could be age of a pipe, it could be a joint failing, it could be pressure changes. There's lots of things that go into that. But even a brand new line can have line breaks. So that's not always the case just because of the age. But in this case, that does up the risk factors. So we've been working around the clock, my team, and I'm very proud of them. The superintendent out there for the water purification division, Kiana Maple is outstanding. I've worked with her for 20 years, and she is a wealth of knowledge and just a dedicated public servant. Superintendent of Field Operations, Kedrick Chisholm, outstanding employee, wealth of knowledge. And of course, as I've said, all of the amazing water and sewer family and team, they have just really shown their dedication and public servant hearts, as they always do every day, all day. So proud of them. But all of that working together is what makes this happen. Our education, our experience in this industry, and the ability to operate in a crisis and make it work is what's important. And it's how we come on the other side of this. We also thank the citizens for their patience during this as we work through this. A lot of well wishes and great messages have been coming our way, thanking us and just supporting us. And that really goes a long way. My team, they get tired just like anybody else. And so when they see those words of encouragement, it's really beneficial, and it really helps them to push on even longer than they normally would, as they're always going to do. But it's great to hear that, and we appreciate that. Boil advisory, that's another good topic to talk about, Corey. Boil advisory, we are still under a voluntary boil advisory out of an abundance of caution. That boil advisory will more than likely run through the weekend. We hope to lift it sometime this weekend, but again, there are a lot of variables in place depending upon the repair and the time frame in which that happens. So again, we are still under a citywide voluntary boil advisory. Go to our website or our social media for all the tips on what that means and what you should do as a citizen and a consumer of city water. There's lots of tips that tells you all those kind of benefits and things that you need to do, I should say, on our social media and on the websites. So again, that boil advisory is still in effect until hopefully sometime this weekend. Next thing, we've heard, about hospitals. Are they restored to water pressure? I'm happy to report. As of yesterday, actually, I was on a call with all hospitals. They were, most of them were almost back to all normal pressure. This morning, the report was all of them are at normal pressure, along with our local dialysis center, which is a lot of things that people don't think about. They are vital to public health and to people's health that need that dialysis center. Those systems are all reporting they are back to normal, except for one. There's an issue we're working with them on, but they have a tanker, so they're still able to treat patients there. So all in all, we have stabilized, and we are praying and that we're going to remain stable. Of course, I can't promise that pressures may not fluctuate as we move through the repairs, but we are doing everything on our end to ensure that we remain stable and we continue providing the water that you deserve and expect. Corey, do you have any questions for me?
Well, no, I didn't see any questions. I think you've answered and got down from your perspective in your department what this means for the city. And so I think, everyone's just kind of grateful and appreciative for you coming on today, sharing that information with everyone. And so I think, to reiterate, the time frame, possibly there is no set time frame. Correct. So I want everyone to know that we're not guaranteeing a set time frame, but the team is working and been tirelessly working. And hats off to you, Brandon, and your team. When we were out, I think we heard some people say, "Man, we We've been going without sleep just to make sure that we get this situation resolved. And
Right.
so again, hats off. If I had my hat next to me, I would say hats off, flip it off to you and your team. So again, thank you, thank you, thank you for working to help our city, Shreveport. And of course, again, we appreciate you. So any last minute things you'd like to share?
Yeah, I will say again, thank you, Corey, for that. I appreciate it. And again, thank you to all the digital team and the entire water and sewer family and the citizens. They deserve credit as well. Their patience and working with us and the feedback we're getting has been beneficial. And we appreciate that. Again, the repairs are underway. We are hoping to have everything buttoned up hopefully this weekend. But again, that boil advisory after the repairs are done, just so people understand, after the repairs have been completed, then we go and sample. And that sampling time, the analysis can take about 18 to 24 hours. So there's going to be a delay beyond that repair. So that's why we're saying into the weekend, maybe even Monday, but we hope not. We're going to do everything we can. We're working with the Louisiana Department of Health, and they are the ones that give us the authority to rescind the boil advisory. And so they are on standby. They are working with us through this. So as soon as we get the results in, we'll be able to send that over. And even if it's in the middle of the night, they're ready to take that and review it and give us the authority to rescind. Once it is rescinded, Lyman McKellar, my media manager, will put out a press release. We will update our social media, and we will notify everyone of the rescission of the boil advisory.
Absolutely. We do have two questions that just came in. One, should we still be conserving water?
Sure. That's a great question. And I appreciate whoever asked that. Thank you for that. Should have mentioned that. My apologies. It helps us right now because we are still in an unstable kind of environment. We've had to maneuver and operate differently than we normally would, right? So any conservation method you can do will help us just to make sure the pressure stays stable across the city. We're not mandating it. It's just an ask. If you would try to work with us just to help conserve as best you can.
Absolutely. And then another question, will there be a transitionary period when moving back from the temporary to permanent solution or water pressure, where water pressure will be lower?
We are going to do everything we can. You know, the benefit of having a lot of valves and a system like this is that we are going to do everything we can to stabilize that to where we do not see that. I can't promise there won't be a disruption or I should say drop in pressure in some areas as we maneuver through revalving and putting things back in place. So it's a great question, and I may have more information on that as we move through the week. But right now, I'm going to say it's unknown, but we do not believe we will.
Absolutely. And again, we'll be giving more information to the city throughout the rest of the week. And I want to say thank you, Mr. Brandon. You were hands-on with us yesterday on site there, and you've just been hands-on, you know, and so we appreciate you, our interim director of water and sewer. So again, thank you for your time today and the information that you've given us today.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all.
Absolutely. So again, everyone, we just heard some updates from our interim director of water and sewer, Mr. Brandon Sneed. And I want to just relay again to everyone, if you have not been by these locations today, it started at 10 a.m. And of course, if you did not get the message, I want to remind you that we want you to stay connected on our social media sites as we're putting this information out daily and early in the morning so that you can have it and have the time so you can be timely and get there if need be. So if you've not been there, of course, it's until it runs out. Shreve City parking lot, which is 1273 Shreveport Barksdale Highway. Then, of course, another site is the old Brookshire's lot at 6140 Greenwood Road. There's another site, Louisiana State Fairgrounds, 2901 Pershing Drive, and then Summer Grove Baptist Church, 8924 Jewella Avenue. And these are sites for water distributions as of today. And again, we'll be posting and sharing more, and we'll also be letting you know when that water runs out there, so you don't make a blank trip to these spots. So again, we appreciate you. Thank you. Always thank you, Corey, for keeping everyone informed from the ice storm, the water break. You've been here. Thank you. I appreciate you so very, very much for those kind words. And it is, again, it is our want to make sure we're here every step of the way for the city and make sure we're giving updates. So we'll be back right here 3 p.m. today with our mayor. Our mayor will be coming on at 3, giving his daily update. He's been on Monday, Tuesday, will be on today until this is resolved. But again, hats off to our mayor, who's been right there in the trenches, helping get information to our city. And so again, that's all we want to do. We want to make sure that we're dropping this information on you so that you can have it. So again, thank you, all of our workers. Again, if you see workers working, if you see them out in the community, just say thank you to them, as they have been working overnight since this happened. They've been working tirelessly overnight to try to help rectify this situation. And so, as you see some pictures there, we've got workers that have been out in the nighttime, just, doing what they do to kind of help make sure we get this resolved. So again, we appreciate all of you for your time today. And we look forward to seeing you back here live on Facebook, live on YouTube at 3 p.m. today. All right, I'm Corey Williams, and this has been your updates right here on Love Shreveport Lagniappe concerning the transmission water valve break. All right, we'll see you back at 3 p.m. on today.